next 71 days, we're going to see some very violent fireworks. I would predict racially motivated mass shootings, bombings, poisonings, attacks on power supplies being blamed on the right wing. They intend to bring in a full dictatorship in the next 71 days. And we are all strapped to this thing. This is such a dangerous time. And I would advise the globalists who are mid-level that think they're about to have a leftist revolution. The globalists don't actually plan at the higher levels to have that. They plan on having a civil war that brings down America, and you'll be the fall guy.
Alex Jones, who represents a political ideology that constantly tells Americans that they are itching for a civil war, itching for political violence, seems to know that it is likely that right-wingers will carry out violence against their political opponents. They've already done it. Why wouldn't they do more of it in the future? But he has already decided to preemptively refer to those acts of political violence as a conspiracy, as a false flag operation. The real question is, what does Alex Jones know? What is the right wing currently plotting in regard to political violence against their opponents? That's the real question here.
Yeah.
Because he mentioned race-motivated shootings, which have happened in this country, happened in Buffalo, New York at a grocery store, happened in El Paso, Texas at a Walmart where an anti-immigrant mass shooter opened fire and killed dozens of people. So the question is, what do you know, Alex Jones, that we don't know? What are your goons planning to carry out?
Yeah. So, by the way, also religiously motivated shootings in synagogues across the country, because these lunatics keep saying that the Jews are the puppet masters. In fact, Donald Trump reposted a meme just like that today. But also to your point, Anna, January 6th, Alex Jones did know ahead of time, and so did Steve Bannon. And they said on their programs on the 5th, on the 6th, and before that about how violence was coming. And so here he is again saying, oh, the globalists, wink, 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 are the ones that are going to do the right-wing violence? No, your guys are the ones that do the right-wing violence. And so when he first said like racial motivated attacks, I'm like, what? Black people are gonna attack white people? No, I mean, that's like, in terms of like mass shootings, that's almost never happened. What, Asians are gonna attack white people? What are you talking about? And then I understood, oh, no, he's talking about, of course, his own psychopaths. His own psychopaths, of course, are very likely to do violence as he continues to egg them on with segments like this. It says, don't worry, when you do it, it's not really you, it's the globalists. And then, of course, for Alex Jones' audience, I have a simple challenge. 71 days, he said there will be a full-blown dictatorship. When there isn't, will you then say Alex Jones is an idiot who's been lying to me the whole time? There's no dictatorship at all. It turns out I was listening to a madman. Nope, he gets everything wrong every time. And like knuckleheads, you guys go back every time. Under Obama, he said, he knew that Obama was setting up FEMA camps and he was gonna put all the right wing as political prisoners in the FEMA camps. Well, where the hell are the FEMA camps? It doesn't matter how many times he's wrong. Doesn't matter how many times and how idiotic his conspiracy theories are. Doesn't matter, right wingers will go and be, oh yeah. Reporting from a FEMA camp, I'm gonna tell you about the dictatorship coming up in 71 days.
Literally just this week, you have a United States Senator, Lindsey Graham, threatening riots if the DOJ dare to prosecute Donald Trump for breaking the law by taking highly classified documents home with him from the White House to Mar-a-Lago. That's what he threatened. The right wing doesn't hold back. They're actually very transparent about the political violence they want to engage in. They're very transparent about their desire for a civil war in this country. We've shown you example after example. They use political violence or threats of political violence in their campaign ads. So what Alex Jones is doing here is basically getting his audience ready. He's equipping them with the talking points necessary to immediately respond to political violence that is very likely to be carried out in the near future. Because when isn't it carried out in this country in recent years? I mean, we've seen so many examples of it, and it's incredibly dangerous because it's not just Alex Jones who's doing it. You also have Donald Trump egging it on, okay? Let's go to this Donald Trump Truth Social post. So he posts someone else's Truth Social post where it says, believe in something even if it means sacrificing everything. Let's keep it real. In this case, you would literally have to sacrifice our whole system of government, dismantle our democratic process in order to just support Donald Trump, to make sure that the Republican daddy is like the dictator of this country. Go ahead, Cenk.
Yeah, so he said he means sacrifice democracy, sacrifice the Constitution, sacrifice America, because remember, you want a dictator like me. Okay, but the extra irony of that is that that's a reference to Colin Kaepernick's Nike ad. Now remember, when Kaepernick wanted to protest police abuse, Donald Trump helped to kick him out of the league and make sure that he doesn't come back in. Because how dare you criticize law enforcement? You should be fired from your job. You should be canceled if you criticize law enforcement. Now he's using a similar meme to say, you see the FBI, they're terrible. You should never listen to law enforcement. When I break the law and law enforcement actually does something about it, that's awful. And you should disrespect them completely. And not a single right winger noticed the irony.
I mean, they don't care. But I want to go to graphic 3 here because it bolsters what I was saying earlier about their desire for political violence. 50% of Americans believe in impending civil war in next several years, survey finds. And if you specifically break it down by political ideology, the majority are right-wing voters. In fact, right-wing voters in other polls, to the tune of about 35%, say that they believe they must use political violence to get the country back. It's insane, and it is scary. So that's the one thing that Alex Jones is correct about. It is scary, but it's scary because the people egging on the political violence are individuals like Alex Jones, who, by the way, got into a lot of trouble for sicking his audience members on parents who lost their children in the Sandy Hook massacre. Okay, yeah. You have families having to move dozens of times for their own safety as a result of the violence directed toward them by Alex Jones. And he continues to do it because he doesn't care. And then final video for you because it's important. Patriot Front members, they're preparing for war. Here's a video showing it.
Mark. Step. Hey. Step. Hey. Rear guard. Rear guard. Hey. All right. Cycle back. Cycle back.
So we have right-wing militias not only telling us that they want civil war, they're training for it. They're getting ready for it.
Yeah. Now, look, they're always talking about how they're going to stand up to government tyranny. Howitzer takes out that entire group in about half a second. So that's not what they're training for. They're training to attack and use vigilante violence against citizens. And so then Alex Jones goes, oh my God, it's a globalist. No, it's your moron right-wing lunatics on that video. It's right there. It's you guys. Those aren't globalists. Those are right-wingers trying to look like an episode of Watchmen on HBO. One last thing. I want to show graphic 2 because this is very important. Trump reposted this, and it hits almost all of their things at once. So no, not that one. The one where your enemy is not in Russia, okay? And so it has Kamala Harris, Biden, Pelosi, Obama, Hillary Clinton, and importantly George Soros at that. Well, number one, it protects Russia, rando weirdos. Oh, a dictatorial, tyrannical government looking to invade and use violence. We love it, right? Number two, it's saying the enemies within. Make sure you violently attack people on the left. And number three, at the end, they put in Soros randomly because he's Jewish and he's the Jewish puppet master controlling all these guys. deeply anti-Semitic. Trump did about 12 reposts of QAnon and 4chan posts on Truth Social, okay? Full-blown lunatic conspiracy theories that are super dangerous and oftentimes violent. And Trump's here for it, but hey, we can't tell, is he legitimate or not legitimate? Okay, no, he's a lunatic, and all Republicans who support him should get mental health counseling.